man.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, sounds very good what you play here.
Thank you very much.
You're a strong player.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
I'd love to play it. This thing is my life, my whole life.
The whole life.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do some effects here?
Yes.
For Fender.
Whole new line of pedals this year. These are brand new for us. These all started out completely from scratch. These all started from a blank sheet of paper, and a really small team worked on them. We're all guitar nuts. We all have played for a long time and love pedals and love guitars.
That's very good.
Yeah. So we've got 6 pedals in our lineup this year. There's a buffer. The buffer is a good fronted chain buffer that will make the signal fortified, so you can run through a lot of other pedals without signal degradation. But it has a couple of cool things about it. There are a level control and a high frequency control. So if you switch guitars, like maybe like a vintage guitar that's brighter, and then you switch to like a guitar with a humbucker where it's maybe a little darker, and it makes your gain sounds kind of get all off. This way you could like, well, I go with my humbucker guitar, I might turn the level down and brighten the pickup a little bit. But then when I go grab that 60s single coil guitar, I'll make it actually a little louder and darken it up so it kind of plays more nicely.
That's cool.
It's got a tuner output on it, so you can keep a tuner running the whole time so you can stay in tune. It's got a mute switch. The load switch loads your guitar kind of in the same way an amp would. So if you're like a jazz player or a funk player, you probably turn it off and you get a little more transient at the front of the note. If you're a rock player, you use distortion, turn it on, it's a little warmer.
Yeah.
So that's the buffer. The Bends Compressor, this is a stomp style guitar compressor. The thing it does that's neat is it's extremely fast and extremely precise. So if I play, you'll notice this indicator will change colors to show when it's compressing. If I play really quietly, it's barely compressing. As I start to play, you start to see it compress. When I play loud, I'm pummeling the guitar, but it didn't get much louder. Well, here's the cool thing. So sometimes compressors can pop or make a bang when you hit them with a strong transient. So this one, I can play. So it tends to stay very controlled. It's very repeatable. There's also a blend control, so I can blend in some of my original dynamics, keep some of the life in the playing, but still get the great sustain characteristics and the swell things that happen. So it's really quiet as a compressor. It has 2 separate compression halves that work in parallel and they're mixed, so it gives you a little noise reduction as a result. The Ana Overdrive is a FET-based or field effect transistor-based overdrive. Field effect transistors kind of behave a little bit like tubes in terms of how they distort. This one, we built in a stabilized higher voltage power supply, so it makes them feel even more like tubes. And where this pedal loves to live is with overdrives kind of in the range between clean and dirty. So I'll turn on a little bit of drive. So it's pretty clean.
Yeah, so the breakup is pretty
organic,
pretty authentic. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fun because like with the same way an amp would work, if I'm playing, if I turn my guitar down, it just cleans up. So it's a lot like playing an amp. There's a foot switchable boost on it. There's a voicing switch. The voicing switch helps with amps that maybe aren't traditionally pedal friendly. So sometimes amps can be really bright and a pedal will sound fizzy in front. So the voicing switch shifts the mid-range a little bit and takes some extreme top end off. The foot switchable boost can be set up to give more output level, like a clean boost, or more drive, so more gain. Our Pugilist Distortion is actually 2 separate distortions in one box, and it's a heavier, darker pedal in general, so let's see if I can show you. So, more rock kinds of tones. But what's cool about it is, the 2 channels, I can come over here and grab a cleaner, brighter distortion, and I can blend it with the heavier thing, and then by kind of blending them in the middle, you start to hear more of the pick kind of attack. Right? You hear more of the pick articulation. If you like big, dense chords, I like big, dense chords, you hear more of the chord tones kind of come out. So
you have all the compression without mudding.
yeah, and you get some clarity from it. You hear still hear attacks and things. Okay, the mirror image delay. These pedals are all analog, and they're true bypass. These pedals are digital, so they use a digital signal processor. The mirror image is just a workman-like, kind of very Fender-y delay in a way. It's meant to be a working tool, but it's got a couple of cool things up its sleeve. It will do digital, like a Bucket Brigade style analog and a tape delay. All the delays have modulation available. When you are on the tape model, it has wow and flutter built in, and the modulation controls affect how much wow and flutter and how fast it is and that kind of stuff. So you can get some really crazy, wacky tape sounds. It's got a fun feature where it actually, under the hood, it has 2 delays. So if that's my quarter note delay, I can add in a dotted eighth, right, really easily. So then for all the kind of rhythmical, rhythmical kinds of things. So the user interface parts of these are really simple. There's no buttons to shift or hold or dive into anything. There's no menus, obviously. Everything is just one knob, one function, so easy to get to. The marine layer reverb is on the same platform, and so it will do halls and rooms, where halls are denser and thicker, maybe better for solo playing. Rooms are a little bit cleaner, better for rhythm playing. It has a couple of special modes too, which are fun, where there's a big modulated space where I'm going to add a little compression to this. I can play a chord. The bypass on both of these is a blended bypass, so I can do things like give it a chord. So you can be kind of creative with it. Lastly, it's got a shimmer mode. So if I play, where you hear all the sparkly harmonics.
Yeah, the octave, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So we tried to bury little features in that were really player-centric. They all have this kind of fun feature where, for battery changes, the battery door is magnetic and flips open. So battery changes
no, it's not
are really
Eric.
easy. It's not Eric. It sounded like Eric. It's really good. So battery changes are really simple. You can just get to the door. No parts to lose. You don't need a screwdriver. Nothing to break. And we made the pots light up, so on a dark stage you can see where your control settings are, but you can turn them off if you want as well. Yeah. So yeah, I just tried to make them really player-centric and reasonable price points. They go from $89 in the US to $199. I'm not sure what that is in terms of euros, but it's in that same ballpark, yeah. I think. So yeah, it's been fun.
Fender goes pedal.
Yes. Yeah.
Totally.
And lots more behind these. So we love this space. You know, we've made guitars for 1 million years and amps for 1 million years, and it's like, what's missing? What's in the middle of that? So yeah, we're happy to be here.
Okay.
So awesome.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you for your time. Thanks.